How you doing? Jonathan here for Tailhunter Sportfishing, and it's time once again for the Mexican Minute La Paz video fishing report, coming to you from La Paz, Baja, Mexico, and covering the fishing action and all things in La Paz from, and that's Samba walking behind me there, for the dates of the 5th of January through the 12th of January 2021. Trying to get used to saying 2021. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for checking in, and please do us a favor and subscribe. Listen, let's talk a little bit about what's going on down here. We actually had a couple of really nice days this past week. I mean, it was beautiful. Temperatures in the low 70s, nighttime temperatures, kind of a chilly 50 something degrees or so, but very, very nice. Sun was out, clear, waters were flat. It really gave us an opportunity. It gave us a window to get out on the water. There aren't a lot of folks right now, as I've mentioned in the past. You know, from November until April, it's off season. The winds are often blowing. They're often really, really strong. In fact, blowing everybody off the water, definitely not making it worth it to be out on the water. So last week when we had a couple of windows of opportunity, it allowed us to, you know, for the folks that were going out there, like I said, there weren't many people, but getting out there, some really big surprises because, you know, this is wintertime. So normally we're looking at inshore fish. Number one, because we can't get out very far because it's very rough. And the other thing is just colder. The waters are colder, the temperatures are colder. But surprisingly, check this out. We had quite a variety of fish. You'd be surprised that it's January. Not only were there the inshore fish like the Pargo, the Cabrilla, the Jack Crevalle, the Bonito, the Sierra, but there were marlin. We saw marlin out there last week. There were some wahoo caught. There were also some dorados. So that leads me to believe that there's still some warm water out there. Whether these are leftovers from last year, whether these are the vanguard of the season coming on, I have no idea. The result still is the same. There's some nice fish to be caught out there and quite a variety of fish. The other thing was that the pargo that we were catching, these weren't the usual inshore barred pargo that we get this time of year. These were the pargo the pargo lisa. These were the mullet snapper, these big mullet snapper that we get that school up normally about April, May, sometimes early June. And as I've told people in the past, it's kind of like seeing, if you can imagine Japanese koi on steroids balling up, and these are 10, 20, 30, 40 pound fish in the shallows. It looks like an undulating copper school of goldfish, except they're big and they're huge. Those started showing up, and it's only January, so, you know, things are a little bit weird. There's bait in the water. The waters are warmer than normal. There's a lot of variety in the water, so all good signs for this coming season. So if you're planning on booking, as I've told you in the past, I don't think we're going to be making any of the shows this year because of COVID. There's all kinds of restrictions about large gatherings in convention centers and everywhere else, so we're going to be staying close to home for the first time in about 30 years. We're not going to be able to make it to Sacramento, Denver, Portland, Seattle, Long Beach, San Diego, Boise, Salt Lake City, trying to think of some of the others, Phoenix, Bozeman. Sorry if I missed anybody in there, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to hit the roads this year. So if you're waiting for us to hit the show circuit and for you to talk to us, don't wait, because we're filling up pretty quickly. We're getting a lot of reservations, and there's Samba trying to get in on the picture there. Anyway, get in touch with us so we can make sure we set you up, because there's a lot of reservations coming in and a lot of dates are filling up pretty quickly. But the other thing I want to tell you about is, even with the windows of opportunities we had over this last week with the winds dying down, it also allowed a lot of folks to finally get out and swim with the whale sharks. The whale sharks are in the bay right behind me over here in very shallow water, but when the winds are blowing, it's rough, it's choppy, it does make it hard to find these animals. And they're the babies. They're 10 to 20 feet babies, but it's a lot of fun to swim with them. It has given us the opportunity to get in the water with them these past few days. Now, yesterday, the wind started coming up again. We're getting gusts 15 to 20 miles an hour. In fact, yesterday I did try to do my video fishing report out there on the beach, and the winds are blowing so strong it actually knocked over my tripod. When I did get it to set up, it was vibrating the camera so much so I couldn't do it, so I had to come inside and finish things up today. Anyway, that's pretty much everything that's going on. Also, I wanted to tell you that I did take one of the direct flights from the US down to La Paz this past week. They just started. For the first time in 14 years, we've got direct flights into La Paz from the United States. American Airlines started last month, flying from both Dallas and Phoenix into La Paz. It was great. Flights were quick, they were fast, they're the smaller planes. landing in La Paz Airport, where there was almost nobody, is a big difference compared to landing in Cabo San Lucas at a very, very busy airport. And it also saved that 4-hour drive up from Cabo to La Paz. So if you're thinking about coming in, check out those direct flights or get in touch with us and we'll tell you all about it. Anyway, quick wrap up on what's going on. That's the Mexican Minute for this week. And listen, I'll tell you, get in touch with us. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. You take care of each other. God bless. And this is Jonathan for the Mexican Minute. We'll catch you next week.